Good morning. How are you doing? Here we are, end of the week. We are now on Friday. Can you believe it? Where has that week gone? Friday, 22nd of January. Now, we may be Friday, but you may know already, you may not. I am here every single day when it comes to Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. here in the UK for an hour. But you guys stateside is going to be 4 a.m. Eastern Time or 1 a.m. Pacific Time. So if you are going to be staying up or getting up to watch live, it's an absolute pleasure. However, you can always go back and watch back later on when you wake up, hence the name of the show, but that goes for wherever you are in the world. So today we've got a nice selection, array of sneak peeks as to what's coming up throughout the day on Crafters TV. Now, coming up, starting off the show, after this show, 11 a.m. here in the UK, or 6 a.m. Eastern Time, 3 a.m. Pacific Time, we have got, now, actually, yeah, I was just about to say, I was actually about to dive right in to let you know what it is, but also, don't forget, if it comes to Craft Vault, we've also got a second one, and that's later on, so that's 7 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time. Now, it's exact same products, but completely different demos, so you are guaranteed to find different ideas and inspirations. And what we've also got is double discount. Double discount, so that's every show, started yesterday all the way up until Sunday, and what you're getting is a free item, but including that additional discount as well, so perfect weekend to treat yourself. So coming up on Craft Vault, what we have got is our outline topper dies. Now what these are really about when it came to the idea of these is the old traditional style peel-offs. You know, these little small foiled ones where you had sentiments, you had images. Well, it's along this line now, but what we have then got, he's knocked it over. That's probably the first time that I've knocked something over, but you know, first time, plenty of time to do it again. But within this collection, what you're getting is you're going to be getting this 3 die set. So you're going to be getting the English Rose, which is this one here. We've got Charming Blue Tit, which is this one here. And then for free, you're getting the Bold Butterfly. So many different things that you can be doing with these ones, but what you're also getting is an extra 25% off when it comes to this collection. But then what we're going to do is we're going to jump over to launch day, which is then, I'm going to show you, I've got everything just here. So this is launch day. This is with myself, 1 p.m. I'm going to come in a wee bit. So it is 1 p.m. here in the UK. It is 8 a.m. Eastern Time or 5 a.m. Pacific Time. And we've got a brand new stacked Easel card dies. We've got the dies in the full bundle, got paper pads as well. This is all about creating really easy but really fun easel cards, but not just straight on easel cards. You can do them at different angles and different shapes, a lot of different ways as well. But what you've also got with it when it comes to the main bundle is you've got your 12 by 12 paper pads. Each one, I've got 40 sheets in total. They are 12 by 12. You've got a selection of the pattern papers, but you've also got die cut elements as well. These ones, when it comes to the bundle, is you're getting them free plus an extra 15% off. So that's going to be on launch day. We're going to give you a little bit of preview later on. And then what we're going to do is we're going to be showing you another idea coming up later on Colour Me Happy. 4 p.m. here in the UK, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific Time. That's going to be with Debbie. And this is all about our Aqua pens. So this is where you can do all your colouring techniques. You can do your water brushing. You can do even your backgrounds. But what we've got as well is our Lee Holland stamps. So with the Lee Holland stamps, you can be using them with your Aqua pens if you want. Of course, use them individually, use them on their own. We're going to have a little bit of a sneak peek when it comes to these ones later on. So letting you know, when it comes to those pens, you're getting 12 in each pack, and you're going to be getting the essentials for free when it comes to the Aqua pens. You're also going to get, now, we didn't actually put it out there, but we're also going to be giving you our watercolour card as well. So that's our A4 size watercolour card. That's going to work perfectly when it comes to the Aqua pens, and we'll show you them in a wee bit more detail as well. Right, we've got, we have got kind of 2 little specials. We're celebrating my 2nd anniversary here at Crafters Companion. Hey, I know, 2 years. 2 years you've put up with me, sorry. But we're going to be celebrating that. But what we're also going to do, we're going to bring the spotlight down. We're going to bring the spotlight down on me, the crafting expert apparently, and then we've also got Hilary, who knows everything that needs to be known when it comes to our products, and that's our product manager when it comes to Crafter's Companions. What we're going to be doing is guessing the collection. So is the crafter going to know more about the product, or is the expert when it comes to the product going to know all about the product? We'll find out, that's for sure. But yeah, we're getting very competitive already. A couple of messages gone back and forward saying you're going down. So let's see how the day and the show is going to turn out then. And what we've even got, make it even special, we need a host. We absolutely need a host. So well done, we've managed to get Dan Bancroft in this. Oh, no, we didn't get that. Right, we've got Ben in instead. Ben is in. He's going to be holding the reins, and he's going to be our referee for sure. Right, let's have a look. What we're going to do is let's read a few comments, and then we'll get stuck in, and we'll show you what's coming up on Craft Vault, and we'll do a little bit of a demonstration as well. What I want to know is I have got a goodie bag to give away. I've got mine just to the side. What we'll do is we'll show you just shortly. A little bit of a goodie bag is what you can get. So I want you to get comment, and do you know what? It's Friday. What are you up to this weekend? I know obviously there's very little we can do, but you know, is there anything specific? Maybe you're able to spend it with the kiddies or the grandkids. You've got them crafting. Maybe, you know, I don't know. You tell me, what are you up to this weekend? Relaxing, chilling, watching a film? What film are you going to watch? Anything. And that you'll be in with a chance of winning one of these goodie bags. I've got, actually, do you know what? Let's give another one away as well in launch day later on. We'll do that as well, myself and Ben. That'll be a separate one. We'll tell you about that later on. But just to get comment in, there is the strap along the bottom when it comes to Instagram as well as Facebook. And of course, we've got YouTube as well. So, rightio, let's see. We have then got Alison on Facebook saying good morning, Craig, and to everyone. Good morning to you. Corinne is saying good morning to you. She's on Facebook. Carol Black is saying good morning from everyone in Cleveland, Ohio. Good morning to you as well. Katie on Facebook is saying, good morning, Craig, from San Francisco. Happy anniversary. Have been with you since you were crafted in your home in Scotland. Oh, I know. It seems ages ago now, doesn't it? Scotland. What's that like? Home. What's that like? Who knows? But, you know, we'll get there one day. And then you've said that you've loved every minute of it. Well, I've loved every minute and having your interaction as well. We've got Fran on YouTube saying good morning. Sandra on YouTube is saying good morning, Craig. CTV crew and crafty friends. Morning, everyone. I can hear they're saying morning back to you. Rightio. So we will dive straight back in and reading your comments later on. But what we're going to do is we're going to show you these outline dies. Now, keeping in mind you're getting the 3 in the set, and what you're going to be ending up getting is the butterfly when it comes for free. So let's actually show you. I've got a couple of boards just to show you. Let's bring these ones in. Now, these are, so with this one here, this is the blue tip. This is the blue tip, so you can see here how you can do many different things. You can colour in, you can do paper piecing if you want, but that is a nice sizable one with the blue tip. Then what we've got is we've got the rose as well. This is what we're going to be focusing on in a minute. Not quite got a funny name, but we've got the rose as well. And then this is the one you're going to get for free. Now check out the size of this one. This one is a huge one. Well, they're all huge, but this is a good substantial size. Perfect for, like I said a moment ago, if you do like to do your paper piecing, these are absolutely spot on because obviously they're larger areas. What they're kind of doing is they're kind of bringing the updated version of the old-fashioned peel-offs, but in a big style. So what we can do is let's bring in a bit of black cardstock. You know me by now when it comes to Wake Up Call with Craig. I do like to do a lot on black and white so that we can show you kind of Ben's doing an Insta story, so I'm just waving. Yeah, it's okay, I don't need anything. No, you're okay, just doing a wave. Go on to Ben's Insta, you'll be able to see that just shortly. So yeah, so as I was saying, what I like to do when it comes to Wake Up Call with Craig is I like to do things in black and white because that really shows off the concept of whatever I am doing. Then what you can do is throughout the day, you can watch the shows, the designated shows about whatever product, and then what we're doing is you'll see them in a lot more detail. So throughout the day, it's myself later on launch day, and then the shows in between. We've got Debbie back, she is back, and of course we have got Ben holding the fort. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one. Now, Look at that, wouldn't that be great stencil? You'd be able to stencil through that. We could even obviously use your paste through that, spritz through that. So don't ever throw all these bits away because there's ways in which you can use them. So what we're doing is we're going to take these bits out. Now you can use your die release tool or pop the bits out. What I'm going to do is let's take our pokey tool and just push this one out. So you've got these little bits. So if we take these out, and then what I'm going to do is let's take, I'm going to just move these bits out the way. I'm trying to be good today and stay nice, clean and tidy. And now, if I bring in a bit of white card for you to see, look at the detail, but even, although it's an outline, look at the depth that you're getting when it comes to that image. Now, if you want to, you could even snip into that. You can take some of the die cut bits in other colours, and then what you could do is raise it up on glue gel if you want. It's entirely up to yourself. And then what I'm going to do now, what you could have done is with your cardstock, or if you're using black, whatever colour, you could pop that onto your self-adhesive sheets and then die cut it. Then what that will do, now I'm just, in case you wonder, I'm just stepping back because I'm going to use our permanent sprays. I would use, I know we've got Brenda somewhere, I would use that into a box or something. What I would do, try and do it obviously in a bit more of a ventilated area with the window or that open. But I'm going to just do a couple of short, sharp bursts. This is going to give it a nice filled back self-adhesiveness. And the reason I'm doing it this way is what I'm even going to do is I'm going to incorporate a few of the colours from our Aqua pens just to show you how you can colour in as well. So just getting that the spray, the adhesive, to pop on the back, and then let's just place this one on. And then what we can do is press that into place. Now, what I'm going to do, taking my, let's go for our Aqua pens. What I'm doing is I'm going to bring in the red one. So if you're wanting to see the Aqua pens as well as the Lee Holland stamps, they're coming up later on today on Colour Me Happy. So Debbie will be going over them in a lot more detail. But what I'm going to do is on our Aqua pens, and once again Debbie will explain them all, what I'm doing is we've got a nice brush nib. So I'm going to go onto my glass mat. You could, if you wanted to, use your craft mat. And what we can do now is we can start to colour in them. So you could be using your alcohol pens if you want to use them with your Nina cardstock, or what I'm doing is I've just taken a water brush with some water and I'm going to pick up the colour. And if you do like to do colouring and you like to use your dyes to colour in, why not use these ones? These are perfect for doing your colouring. What I am going to do is I'm going to take a bit of a thicker brush for this one, dipping it in my water, and we're going to colour all the way in. So what we can do is take in these ones here. Gosh, you say I'm demanding, Erin. Jeezy peeps, I don't see your name in the show. Then what I'm doing is I'm going to colour in all the way. Now I'm not going to obviously do much of it, but I want to show you how it's great to just colour in and do the blending. Let's just do one more. And then what I'm going to do is I've got just a few quick finish samples to show you how it can look. So I'm going to go in just with that colour. And because it's die cut, what it does is it gives you a sort of an embossed raised area. And I'm picking up that colour and we're going all the way in, and let's even just blend it all the way out. And I tell you what, let's just take one last bit. So we're colouring in. Now we have the Aqua pens coming up on Colour Me Happy later on, but what you could do is use your sparkle pens if you wanted to. It's up to yourself, but let's just dab a little bit more of the colour in, adding more depth if you want, even then if I want to do a little bit more. So that's going to be 4 p.m. here in the UK, 11 a.m. Eastern time or 8 a.m. Pacific time. So you know how much Debbie loves our colouring and all our techniques, so that's definitely going to be a good one to check out. Let's just dab a few more. Now you can kind of see the idea, the concept that we're going, but even then, even straight away from up above, look at that perfect, Liam, thank you so much. But you can see how you've got the depth coming within the petals. You could, if you wanted to, you can go in with a lot more depth. If you are going to be treating yourself, remember you're going to be getting all 4 packs of these Aqua pens where you're getting 12 in each one. So what we can do is let's bring in a few finished samples. Butterfly, glitter card. What you can be doing is using it straight onto a glitter card because these are going to die cut no problem at all. So if you want to see these in a wee bit more details, these are going to be coming up very shortly on Craft Vault, 11 a.m. here in the UK, 6 a.m. Eastern Time, 3 a.m. Pacific Time. And then what you can do later on, 7 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, or 11 a.m. Pacific Time. Both these shows are going to be with Ben and Debbie. You're going to see the exact same products. However, what you're going to do is see completely different demos. And also what you're going to be getting all weekend as well, that started yesterday, you're going to be getting, what are you getting, guys? Correct. There we go, double discount. Thank you, Ben. We're here so we can see. We can then pop them onto your cardstock and cut them out. You can paper piece them. You can do your fix with the blue tip there. And then there's your paper piecing. There, all these different. What about shaker cards as well? You can see that. And trust me, believe me, you would not think that I'm actually 35 and mature for that age. So there you go. So that's the sort of things that you can be doing when it comes to your aqua pens, or actually even the outline dies as well. So many different ideas. Always remember, all of our shows today, last week, last month and beyond, you can always catch up on YouTube as well at your heart's content. So, right here, what we're going to do actually, bit of a novelty for me on this one, what I'm going to do is I am going to cross over to my co-host for the time being, Ben. Ben, can you hear me?
Oh yes, Craig, I can. Sorry, satellite delay. Co-host, look at that, I'm being bumped up in the world. Wake up call with Craig, co-host. I mean, this is very exciting. And I tell you what, I'm delighted to be here just for a little while, because as you may have heard Craig talking about earlier on, his second anniversary, so lots of special things on the show. And we thought, you know what, we'd have a bit of a quiz, because of course with Craig being one of our demonstrators, one of our crafters, you kind of expect him to know the products. But we thought, you know what, let's put him through his paces a little bit and have a bit of a quiz, and putting up against someone who, well, potentially knows the products a little bit better than Craig. I'm delighted to say that we've got on Wake Up Call with Craig, Hilary, who is our Junior Product Manager. Is that the correct title?
It is, yeah.
Yes, I'm glad that I smashed that. Lovely to have you here with us. Just for everyone who's watching, what does that exactly mean, and what is your kind of like day-to-day role here at Crafters Companion?
So my role is to basically test every single product that comes through the company. We have to make sure everything's fit for purpose, fit for quality, everything like that. So it's my job to make sure that if you get something into a shop and you buy it, it's worth buying.
Right.
And obviously I've got to go through all that with Leanne, make sure she's okay with it, and between us we make sure that everything is perfect for when you buy it.
So safe to say, if there's anyone who knows their products, it's probably you.
I'd like to think so, yes.
If you had to be pushed to what your favourite collection is within the range that we do, what would that be?
That's really tough. That's really tough. Mine was probably the first Nature's Garden collection we did.
Yeah.
What was it? I think it was the Peony collection, because it was the first, obviously, Nature's Garden we'd done, and it was just so beautiful. Everything was about it was just gorgeous.
And you actually get these to kind of like go home and play with them and test them. So it's work, but it's not work, right?
I don't actually get to take things home.
Oh,
no.
you don't?
That's a lot. I get that a lot, actually. People ask me a lot, do you you must love going home and just getting really stuck into your craft room. I don't have a craft room at home.
Oh, really?
No, my craft room is here in Crafters Companion. This is where I do all of my crafting, but I'm not actually a crafter at home. But I can craft. It's so strange because I do it all day here. I need a break when I go home.
Yeah, I know what you mean. What's your favourite thing to test?
My favourite thing to test is probably our creator cards, because we get to do so many different things with creator cards. We get to do them as hybrids of edgeables. We get to do them as cut-ins, cut-outs, everything. And there's always such great detail in them, and they're always so beautifully designed.
And how confident are you that in our little quiz that we've got coming up in just a few seconds, that you can take down the Scotty Hottie?
I was confident until about 10 minutes ago.
Has Leanne put any pressure on you and kind of said, look, if you don't win, then don't come back on Monday? Or
That's awful. No.
I'm just asking what the questions that people want to know.
No, she has the ultimate faith in me, and she thinks I'm going to smash it. So.
Well, I think you're going to smash it as well. I'm really looking forward to this. Craig versus Hilary coming up in just a few moments' time here on Wake Up Call with Craig. Craig, you're going down. You're going down. Here he comes, I think. Oh, he's not coming. He's not coming. I think what it is. That's a bit awkward, isn't it? I think he's stressing out over there. He's doing his warm ups. He's trying to look over my shoulder. You're not looking at me card to see the answers on there. But here he is. We are going to test you in just a second. How are you feeling? Confident?
Yes, but I'm so nervous as well. I really am genuinely nervous about this one. But it's going to be fun. You're not the only one that's thinking Hillary's going to smash it. Thank you so much, Laura Middleton, for your support, saying that Hillary's going to smash it. I really appreciate that one. Thought we were friends, but never mind. To be fair, I thought me and Hillary were friends, and then something like this comes along and nope, game over. But no, it's going to be fun. I can't wait, but I am genuinely nervous about this one. Sarah Shaw on Facebook is saying, morning, I'm going to be using my new craft stuff today. Whoop, whoop, perfect. Always let us know, even not in just this show, throughout the day as well as the weekend. Send your pictures in to the social team as well. You never know, they might be popping up throughout the weekend. Judy's saying, I could listen to that giggle all day. Siri on YouTube saying, happy anniversary, Craig. I am puppy sitting. Now where have I? I've lost my feed. I am puppy sitting for my daughter this weekend, so we'll be preventing destruction. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt, but yeah, so cute. Always make sure, pop a picture. Let's see that cute little pup over the weekend. Melanie Smith on Facebook is saying, I have been a CC follower for about the same amount of time as you have been with the company, Craig. So I will be celebrating I'll be celebrating your anniversary with you. Remember yesterday when I was giving Ben credits for actually being able to do this job and talk and read of what's on the iPad? It's not easy. It's not easy. Trust me, it's not. And Melanie on Facebook was saying, are you on watercolour cardstock, Craig? Absolutely. So anything water-based, whether it's the Aqua pens, whether it's the sparkle pens or the sparkle pots, anything like that, then I'll be using the watercolour card, which you do get within that set that's coming up later on Colour Me Happy. Rightio. Don't forget, anyone and everyone that comments, you're going to be in with the chance of winning a goodie bag to celebrate my 2 years anniversary here. And then what we'll do is myself and Ben will give another one later on launch day. Talking about launch day, we've got a brand new one. So this is our stacked Easel die set. This is launch day, 1 p.m. here in the UK, 8 a.m. Eastern Time, 5 a.m. Pacific Time. And these are also going to be included, the paper pad, 12 by 12 paper pad, not only with papers, but you've got so many different die cut elements that you can use to decorate your easels, or you could use them as a standalone. But what you're also going to get is an extra, wait for this, you ready? Also, you're going to get an extra 15% off, as well as the 2 free paper pads. Incredible bundle, incredible things that you can do with these. You like your easels, never known how to make them, how to measure them, how to construct them, how to cut them. These die do them all straight away, one pass. All you need is your scoreboard. And I say a scoreboard, you could use your guillotine if you wanted to, maybe your Ultimate Pro. You can be using them just to score one line, and then the concept of the easels are going to be made. So what we're going to do is let's show you how these made. So once again, you will be surprised to know it's black and white, but it's to show the concept. And then I've got so many different ways in which we can construct them later on, or even decorate them later on launch day. So what we can do, first of all, let's bring in my Gemini Junior. Now, if you are using the large Gemini, you will be able to do all these layers at once because of the size. But what we're going to be doing is, you know me, I do always like my trusted Gemini Junior. So that's what I'm going to use. And let's take let's actually very, very quickly, let's show you the different shapes. So you've got your hearts, look at these ones. So keep in mind that you're making the triple easels, but you've got the hearts. Look at that storybook. How cute is that one? So, so cute. We've got our flower shape as well. Now with these ones, what you can also do is you can stack them so that they're not necessarily in a straight line. You can have them in different angles, different ways, have a good play. You'll be able to see all that in a lot more detail coming up on launch day later on. And look at this. So all these different ways. You've even got the dies that you could be using to do mats and layers within the middle if you wanted to. But let's go for the hexagon on this one here. And not only when it comes to the die sets are you getting the actual dies to construct the easel, what you've got is little ones you could be using as stoppers or decoration or sentiment as well. So what you're going to do is you're going to have a card base. Now, I'm not going to give you a specific size. What it needs to be is to have a fold in it, and it needs to be big enough to place the largest die onto your cardstock. So as long as it's big enough. And what we're doing as well, so if I turn that one over, what I'm doing as well is I'm making sure this die actually just goes over the edge, just by a couple of millimeters. So if I bring in a bit of cardstock, black card, if I pop it that way, can you see how my die just sits over the edge of the cardstock? So you can, there we go, perfect, thank you Liam. You can see how that just sits over the edge. So what I'm going to do is if I pop that one on and I'm going to tape it down, and then although this is our white smooth stamping card that I'm using, so although this is what, 300 GSM, the power of the Gemini, we are going to cut through these 2 layers, no problem at all. So what I'm doing is, I've used the largest one, now I'm going to come in 2, and I'm going to do that again. So another piece of cardstock, as long as it's big enough to hold my die, and what I'm doing is I'm just pop that die over the spine of the card, and then I'm going to tape this one down. And this is what I mean by the fact that we've got another one, because it's a triple, we've got another layer that we can do. So if you are using the large Gemini, you can do them all together. If you guys stateside, I've seen a lot, you used to start to get your Pro already, all the layers, all the mats and layers that you can be using to create these, you can be doing them all in one complete winner with the Pro. So what we can do is taking this one off, so this is the largest one that I've used, and now what we can see just here, see how that's created the card. So here we go, so that's that one. So when it comes to this hexagon, we've got, was that Angela? Angela was asking which is the biggest size. So hexagon wise, this is the largest die. So it is 4 inches by 4.5 inches. That's going to be the largest one of your easel cards. So there's one that we've done. And then what we're going to do is let's take this next one. So let's carefully peel that one off. So we've now got our next layer. And then what we're going to do is bringing in another cardstock, taking that one, move that one out the way. And also, once again, I'm going to come down another 2. So we've used the largest hexagon, we've used the second one in, and now we're going to use the 4th one in. And I'm going to pop that one over the top, and exactly the same, just leaving a little bit of a gap, just so that we can create that opening, or that spine. So let's pop this one in, and then I'm going to secure that one. So if we press and place that one on, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that one all the way around, move all these bits out of the way. Now these ones, these alternative ones, so if I bring that one, and then that one, we'll use them in a moment or two. So what I'm going to do now is pop that one out. So let's just be careful that I don't tear these bits. So this is now where we've got our stacked easels. So we've got 3 of them, 1, 2, and then 3. Now using these same 3 dies, what I would do on just another piece of white stamping card, flat, doesn't have to have a fold in it, I would die cut 1 each. So again, that's just 1 panel. So that's going to sit nicely on that one. That's going to sit nicely on that one. That's going to sit on nicely on that one. In a moment, I'll show you, we just need to put a score line. So we have now going to pop these ones back. So let's pop that one, and then that one. Now these alternative sizes, this is where I'm going to use these to do some little mats and layers. Once again, let's do a bit of black card to show you. So I would layer these ones up and pop them one on. Obviously your cardstock would be smaller, or if you're using the large Gemini, your cardstock would be fine. Run that one through. This is then going to give us our black layer, and what these are going to be slightly smaller to give you your mats and layers. They're there and there. So let's pop this one to the side. So what we can do is start to construct this one. So let's move this one to the side, move it all out the way, and let's bring in our scoreboard for this one. Now, if you've got the Guillotine or if you've got your Ultimate Pro, you can be using them. So let's go back to our hexagon card blank here. So what I'm going to do from edge to edge, I'm going to do a score line. And this is where our black line, handmade black line within our scoreboard comes in handy. So let's score a line and let's fold that one over. Let's bring in our second one. And then once again, what we're going to do is we're going to bring in this one, and we're going to score from edge to edge. And let's fold that one over. And then let's take our last one, which is a really small diddy ones. And then we can see here, we're going to do exactly the same. We're going to press that one on and fold it. So we've now started to construct our triple easel, our stacked easels. So then what we can do is bring in our tape runner. So let's find my one. So if we bring back in these single layers, so we can pop that one there, there, and then there. So now what we want to do is we want to pop adhesive just onto this flap just here. So let's pop our adhesive on. You would pop a lot more than I am. I want to show you the idea, and then we'll go over a lot more detail during launch day later on. So let's press that one on. Now if we turn it your way, you'll be able to see how we've started to construct our easel. How cute is that? And that's the largest one. So set that one to the side. Let's take in this second one, and we're going to do exactly the same. And we're going to pop this one on. So let's pop that one over the top. So that's going to construct the same easel, but on the next size down. Look at that one. And then what we're going to do is bring this one on. And we're doing exactly the same. Now these would be great as well as even individually as name placements on maybe a dinner table, or when we can start to have dinner parties or parties, you could be doing that. Well, there we go. We've got our three now. We've got our stacked easels. We've got our triples. So what I can do now is let's layer these ones up, and let's just do a little bit. I will come along later on and add a wee bit more adhesives because I'm going to use these ones. These won't go to waste. And we can pop this on. Now we've also got that paper pad, so we're getting the two of them within the bundle you're getting free. So although I'm using black and white, what we're going to show you is how you can use the paper pads, how you can also use things like glitter cards or Centura petals. So here we go. So if I bring this larger one in, so you can see how this is now giving you the mats and layers as well. Then what I'm going to do, now I've already done this bit, so I will skip this part. I've taken this hexagon here and I've cut this one 3 times, and this is what's going to create our stopper. What we also need to do is join these ones up. So what I can do is I'm going to pop them straight over the top. In the show later on, I'll show you how you can hide kind of like the workings. So what you can do is you can have a play. So you can either have them so they are sitting in front of each other. And how cool. So if I turn it to the side, you'll maybe see it a wee bit better. See how that starts to work in front of each other. But what you can also do is let's have a little bit of a play, and you can start to change the way, the shape, the direction that they're going on. So you can have many different ways. So let's just use a little bit of tape just to hold this one down. So I'm going just as a visual guide. So I know I'd need to pop a little bit of adhesive onto here. What we can do is pop that one on, and then what we can do is just attach that one here. Now, if you do love your easel cards, and maybe sometimes you've had difficulty, you're not sure how to either measure them or make them, construct them, these are so easy to make and construct. You can see that I've pretty much near enough done a full one within this little time slot, so to speak. What I'm going to do is let's bring in a pad, and we can use these as our little stopper. So if I bring in our pads just here, and we can pop this one on. So let's lift that one up. So if we come forward a bit, what we can do is you can then even position how far down you want your easel to sit. But if I pop this one there, that's going to create the stopper. And then let's do the last two. I've used this same hexagon for all 3 of them, but what I'll also show you as well is you've got this die that die cuts in a oneer. It die cuts 3 of your hexagons, but these bits that pop out, you could use that for the smaller one if you want. Use the sentiment. You've even got this decoration as well. So many different ways you can use it. Incorporating those paper pads that are also coming if you get that big bundle. But if we pop that one in there, so if I sit that one in and then sometimes you just need to burnish those back edges for it to sit. So if we go in that way and then that way, so pop these ones in, all these bits are going to construct and make the stopper. So let's burnish. If you find that if you're making easels and they don't always sit, you just need to burnish the back edge. And then we can pop that one there, and then we can see how constructs and makes your stacked easel. Yours won't obviously be in midair, but you can see how easy was that. It really takes all of that thinking process, that sometimes that difficultness out of making easels. It's now making it really, really simple. But the thing is, use them individually if you want, but the whole idea and the concept is to use them together, whether it's straight on, whether it's an angle, whether it's a completely different way that you can think of. It's entirely up to yourself. But myself and Ben are going to be showing you these and decorating them in so many different ways. At 1 p.m. here in the UK, it's going to be 8 a.m. Eastern Time or 5 a.m. Pacific Time. So I hope you can join me then. Until then, I think we are ready. Game is on. Oh, Nate. Now, I did see this earlier on. Got my name tag as well. Righty-o. Name tag. So, I might just go out, when I go food shopping, I might just walk about with this on. That'd be good, yeah. I'm great. Right, okay, so I believe as well, I've got a whiteboard. Here we go. Oh, check out. Look at that. Oh, look, there's Hillary there. I think she looks just as nervous as I do.
Well, listen, guys, welcome to our quiz show called Guess the Collection. Craig, you are going to go up against Hillary to find out who knows their collections better than the other. It's a battle of crafter versus product manager. Who's going to win? Now, what you're going to see, guys, is you are going to get a close-up of a particular crafty item. What I need you guys to do is write down on your board from which collection you think it comes.
Okay.
Now, I don't know whether the guys in the gallery are ready for this, but I thought I'd add a bit of jeopardy here. So you need to write down on your board your answer. First person to turn their board over with the correct answer gets the point. However, if you turn your board over and you've got the wrong answer, the other person gets the point. So be sure that you've got the right answer on your board. Hillary, are you ready?
I have no choice now. Yes, I've got to be ready.
Yes is the correct answer, but you don't get a point for that.
Oh.
Craig, are you ready?
I'm ready, Ben. I'm ready.
All right, guys, I wish you both the very best of luck. You're both playing for your job. I mean, no, you're not really. It's just for a bit of fun. Here's the first picture. Write it down quick as you can. Let's see who's going to come up with the right answer. Let's see who's going to have the confidence to turn over the board. Oh, Hillary has gone first, just with nesting dies. Now listen, that's so close. What the heck have you written there, Craig?
I know. It looks like stitched leg, stitched edge, nesting dies.
That does not say edge.
That says stitched hog nesting dies. I've got written down, I'm not going to give either of you a point there. It is actually the stitched pentagon is what you were looking for. So wipe off your boards. What I will say after the first round, what is wrong with your writing, both of you? You need to be a little bit neater there.
There's a time pressure on this.
All right.
I don't have time to write with a ruler like I usually do.
All right, so that's 0 points. 0-0 after round one.
Okay.
Are you ready for the next round, guys?
Yeah.
Here we go. Now, I've never seen such confusion on two people who should know their products as we're seeing right now.
I know what dyes it goes with, but I can't remember what it's called.
What's it called? Maybe worth throwing a guess out. If you, I'm in generous mood. If you can get kind of close to what the collection is, I don't want to give you too much of a clue. What's in there? What's it kind of? It's kind of accessorizing something, isn't it? Oh, no clue. Sorry, I'm getting told off in the gallery. Now they're writing quickly. Oh, Craig's first to go. Build a scene. What? Living room accessories. I tell you what, Craig was wrong in the first place. I'm going to give Hillary the point there. It's actually chair accessories. Hillary,
where's the chair?
You get what? You get the first point. It's the accessories, isn't it? It's the accessories for the... Craig, there's no point whining about it now. You got it wrong. All right, so after 2 rounds, Hillary leads 1-0. Have you both wiped off your boards?
Oh, yeah. All right, okay.
Craig, when you're ready. Right, okay, so here comes number 3. I know, they look a bit more confident on this one. Hilary looks like she was quick. The pen went down very quickly on the board there. Craig looks like he's in some sort of maths test and he's not quite sure. Filigree flourish.
I'm guessing that's not right then.
Craig, what have you written down?
I wasn't even right. I started to write Sarah's signature.
We have got here flourishing. Oh no, sorry, I've got the wrong one. Peony. Peony collection, flourishing vines.
I flourish.
I'll give you that, Hilary. That's a point to you.
Yes.
That's a point. That is a point. I haven't got the right order on my cards. That doesn't help, does it, when I'm hosting the quiz? That's 2. That's a point to Hilary. That's a point. There we go. So it's 2-0. I think there's 4 more to go, I think. So here we go. On to the next one. Craig, you need to up your game here. What's going on? What's going on? All right, so here's your next one.
Oh.
I think that means Hilary might know what it is. I can't.
Sarah Singh. I put enchanted stencil.
Enchanted stencil. Enchanted forest. Let's see. Yes. Well, it's the Enchanted Christmas. Do you know what? Are we going to give Craig that enchanted stencil? What are we saying in the gallery? I tell you what, we're going to give you both a point there because you both got enchanted. It was the forest vines from the Enchanted Christmas. So a point apiece there. It's 3-1 to Hilary as we go into the next round. Have you both wiped off your boards? This is getting tense. Craig needs to up his game here. He's 2 down with not many left to play for. You're right there, Hilary?
No, I was trying to get it clean.
All right, okay. So here is your next picture. Craig was very quick on this one. Hilary looks like she's just a little bit stuck. Sarah's
signature nautical folder.
Well, Craig, give the guy a point. Give the guy a point. It is from the Nautical Collection, the Nautical Embossing folder. It's lucky I can decipher Craig's. Were you a doctor in a former life or something? You're writing. Seriously, great crafter, not so good at writing. All right, so it's 3-2 with a couple more to play for here. We've got 2 to go. And it's 3-2 to Hilary. The excitement is palpable. The crowd are going wild. So here, Craig, you need this one. Here is your next collection. Craig's quick on the draw again here, really quick. Look at him. He's not even looking and he's writing. The look of a man possessed. Oh, he's scribbled. Oh, hang on a minute. We've got Hilary's gone first. Foam flowers. Craig, I'm going to give you time to come in here. Very, very important with this point. Is Craig going to tie it? What?
Nature Garden Poinsettia.
Nature's Garden Poinsettia. Poinsettia perfection. He has tied it up with 1 to play. It's 3-3. Almost as if we planned it. We didn't.
I feel sick. But I actually feel sick.
So guys, it's 3 apiece. We are going into the final round. Hilary had the lead 2-0. Craig has pulled it back to 3-all.
There's no need for the had there.
What?
It'll come back, don't worry.
We're playing for the holiday of a lifetime. No, we're not actually. We're just playing for a bit of fun. For the win. Here is your final collection. Craig's gone early though. Craig has gone early. Who's going to tip their card?
How obscure did you guys go with these?
Ooh, we wanted to make it hard. What does that say?
Nature's Garden, Fairy Collection or
Fairy Garden. Hilary, do you want to jump in with a guess?
No.
You don't?
No.
So you're saying Fairy Garden?
Yeah.
Is it Fairy Garden?
I knew we had it right.
It's the right answer! Craig has snatched it at the death. 4 points to 3. Congratulations, Craig, Hillary, commiserations. I thought you did brilliantly there. You know, Craig is used to the pressures of live TV, and I think that's what might have gone against you. But have you enjoyed playing on Guess the Collection?
It's been really good, but we're definitely having a rematch.
Absolutely, absolutely. And can I just say as well, time and time again, I'm using these collections, obviously. Hillary tries them and then moving on to the next one, so it's probably more refreshed in my head. But I'm up for a rematch.
Thanks
if
for
you
the
want.
backup there, by the way.
Absolutely, absolutely. No, 100% I'm up for a rematch if you want one someday.
Hey, well played both, thoroughly enjoyable, but congratulations to Craig. And that was Guess the Collection on Wake Up Call with Craig. Craig, thank you. Hillary, thank you. And I think that is my job done for the morning.
It is. Now I'm going to go over and I'm going to start doing what I feel a bit more comfortable with doing. Thank you so much, Beth. Thank you so much, Hillary, for popping in. That was so much fun. Yeah, you can keep your name badge as well. Just remind you that you lost to me. So what we've got, now let's move these ones out of the way. I can now just breathe that little bit more. What we're going to do is let's move on to Colour Me Happy, which is coming up at 4. My heart is actually going. We're going to be focusing on Colour Me Happy, which is coming up at 4 p.m. here in the UK, 11 a.m. Eastern Time or 8 a.m. Pacific Time. And with these ones here, what we've got is we've got our Aqua markers. And with these ones, you're going to be, if you're going to go for the bundle, you're getting the 4. Each of the sets, you're getting 12 pens. But what works out that you're getting the, well, I say the natural, is it the natural? The essentials that you're going to be getting for free when it comes to that bundle. What you're also going to get as well, we didn't have it actually on the screen, but you're also going to be getting watercolour card as well. So you can, as soon as it gets delivered to your house, what you can do, all you need is a little paintbrush if you've got one, or even a water brush, or even what you could do is use your clear sparkle pens if you've got them, and use them kind of like as your paintbrush. But what you're doing is not only you're getting that bundle with the watercolour card as well, it works out, wait for this, can you believe you're going to be getting an extra 25% off as well when it comes to that marker collection. So this is where you can do your water techniques, water-based, all these different things. So many that you can go back on YouTube and watch Debbie, you know, both Debbies. It's Debbie later on, Debbie Robinson, Leanne's done our Colour Me Happy, Sarah as well. So what you can do is go back and see lots of techniques there. Keep on commenting, because within this show here, what we'll do is we'll give away one of the goodie bags, and then we'll give another one away later on Colour Me Happy. So get your comments in, whatever you're up to this weekend, let me know. Did you enjoy that? Did you have fun? Did you guess what they were? Did any of them stump you as well? Let us know, it'll be good to see. I can see clearly so many absolutely enjoyed that. Thank you so much for actually letting us know and telling us. It was so good. We've then got Karen on Facebook saying, happy anniversary, Craig. Only joined during the first lockdown, but learning so much and having a lot of fun. Brilliant. And that is a big warm welcome to anyone that's maybe just joining us with what's going on in the world now. Great to have your company and pleasure, and hopefully you'll stick around. Maybe we'll get you crafting a little bit if maybe you've never thought about it before. So much that we bring to you at Crafter's Companion. Do one more. Rebecca on Facebook is saying, love the concept of these dies. So that's the stacked Easel dies, so absolutely so many different things you can do. So let's go on to Colour Me Happy. So I'm going to bring these ones in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using the Aqua pens, but I'm also going to be using the Lee Holland stamps as well. So within these ones here, you're getting a nice full selection of the stamps, but what you're also going to get as well, you're going to see them on the screen just in a moment or two, where you've got these really super cute characters. We've got now, what we're going to do, so let me tell you, we've got You Are My Sunshine, we've also got With Love, we've got Hello You, we've got From Me to You, we've got Thank You, but then how it actually works out, it works out as you're getting If Friends Were Flowers for free, plus a 10% off as well. So that's going to be another awesome bundle that you can be getting. Within each stamp set, it's not just the one stamp, you're getting little individual icons or sentiments that you can be using as well. So what we can do is let's show you, let's go in If Friends Were Flowers, because I really like that sentiment as well. It's so nice. It's kind of along that lines, that famous saying, don't quote me on it, but you know, if friends were flowers, I'd pick you. You know, how lovely is that one? And it is one, just getting my pocket, it's not a pokey tool, it's a pencil. That won't work. Where is it? Here we go. It's perfect for this time of what's going on at the moment, you know, to send someone and just say, you know, I'm thinking of you. But maybe you don't want to do it with a floral or a flower. Maybe you want to do it with a little cute character dragon stamps here. Now what I want you to do as well, if you want to know a wee bit more about Lee Holland, always go along, either look at the details on our website when it comes to the stamps, but of course you can Google them, you can YouTube them, you can search when it comes to the search engines. You've got so much about, so many characters that you will know and already love. Let me use one of them. For instance, it is Peter Rabbit. You may have known or heard his name when it comes to Peter Rabbit. But here we go, let's see, so look at that, look at the little dragon in the flower, and you can see he's having a little dance here with the not the dragonfly, ladybird, oh no, don't start this again, butterfly for this one here. You can see just sitting on the tail at the end there, doing a little boogie on a Friday night. Now that's right, yeah, so you guys stateside call it ladybug, and we call it ladybird. So yeah, very confusing, yeah. It is a bit confusing for you, is it, Erin, isn't it? So let's take this bit here. Yeah, when I get confused, it just confuses everyone. So what we can do is, I've got my watercolour card, which remember, you're getting within that bundle as well, so you don't even need to go and get extra into your basket, although you can pop more in if you want. And what I'm going to do is, because I'm using our watercolour card, I'm going to be using our Aqua pens. What I'm going to do is use our waterproof dye. Now with this one, our ink pad, I'm using the Flagstone, but you can be using Noir Black. I know we do Rustic Brown, we do a Pebble, so that's up to you. If you don't want that absolute harshness of a black, then Flagstone is a good alternative. But what I'm doing, simply just tapping onto my stamping platform. You'll find these on the website. I know myself and Ben had them yesterday during, was it yesterday or the day before with Joe during one of our shows. But they're on the website. We've got 4x4 and 6x6. And what we're going to do is popping that one over the top, using my stamping mat. And what I'm going to do is press. And all that I like to do is I always like to keep one hand steady on, and I just press all the way around. And then what I need to do is if I then just hold my other hand, switching over and press as well. So we do have all the platforms, they are on the website. So we've got the 4x4 as well as the 6x6. So if you need anything like that, head across crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. There we go. So once I'm happy with that one, look at that crisp, clean impression. You've got all those little lines. We've got the guidelines that are there for you. So if you want to do shading, if you want to do highlighting, then you can be doing that with these ones. So what we can do is let's pop that one on. Let's go for, we've got the nature, we've got the essential, which is the one that you would be getting for free. So what we can do is let's go for, I'm going to use the floral because we've got some, for some reason I think of dragons as being green. Of course, they could be any colour that you want. You know, you could name them whatever you want. You know, you could call it Puff the Magic Dragon if you want. You can call it, you know, maybe you've got a nickname for a family member. It's up to yourself, but you can colour theme it. But what about going pinks and glitteries and, you know what, it's your dragon, you can do what you like. So what we can do is let's go in, and I'm going to colour onto my glass mat, and what I'm doing here is going direct on. You can use your craft mat if you want, your brown craft mat, and then I'm going to go back. Let's bring in a little bit more water, and what I'm going to do, actually, do you know what I think I'll do for this one? Is, let's see, have I got, no I don't, so let's use our paintbrush. Let's go, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Come on Craig, you don't have time to, is it procrastinate? Procrastinate, is that the word? There we go, yeah, I am here. So what we're going to do is, you can do what I done earlier on, using a paintbrush and water, or use a water brush if you've got one. Let's flip it up slightly. Let's use one of our clear overlay pens. So this is our sparkle pen. You'll find all of these on our website as well. So what this is a liquid. It's got so much glitter in it, but it's so fine. It's not texturous, it's so fine. Use this instead of a water brush or a paintbrush. And what happens is if we pull this in, colour it as if we are using a water brush or a paintbrush, what happens is you're actually then going to make all of that colour really sparkly once it's dried. So we can start to pull all that colour out, as I was doing earlier on, or doing any of the blending techniques that you'll have seen on so many Crafters TV shows, and I'm sure Debbie will show you on Colour Me Happy later. But I'm laying down that initial colour of the green. Anyone wondering, that was bud green from the floral. So if I lay that down, and let's go back, let's pick up a little bit more depth of the green, and I'm going to kind of highlight where I think it would be darker in areas along his back, and then we can start to pull that colour out. If you need to go back, add more, obviously, as we say many times, you can't take off, but you can add. However, without wanting to contradict myself, because it's water-based, what we can do is we can always pull out the colour should we add a bit more than we need. So what we can keep doing is going all the way in, and then we can pick out certain areas. You can go in, you can follow those guidelines as well, but this is just giving you a little taster as to what you can do with the pens as well as the stamps. What I want you to do, like I will be doing, tuning in to Colour Me Happy later on today, 4 p.m. here in the UK, 11 a.m. Eastern Time or 8 a.m. Pacific Time. And let's just finish that bit here, and we can pull all that colour down. And as that dries, it doesn't take long to dry whatsoever, but what happens when it dries, you get all this lovely sparkle. It's not over in your face. What it is a really subtle sparkle where you turn your cardstock and you get that nice little shimmer. So it's not as if you're coating it with any of our tacky glue and sprinkling glitter over the top. But then let's just add a wee bit more depth here. That's all that I'm going to do with the body. So you can see even from there, can you see how we've got the colour? It's going from the deep, from just under his neck and down his back, and then it gets lighter and lighter as it goes down, because you're able to pull that colour out, you're able to blend that colour out. So if I then tip it that way, can you see how we've got that bit of sparkle just coming through and no more? That'll intensify that a little bit more as it dries. Doesn't take long to dry at all. So there you go. So that's the sort of thing that you can expect later on today on Colour Me Happy with Ben and Debbie, 4 p.m. here in the UK, 11 a.m. Eastern Time or 8 a.m. Pacific Time. Right, before we go, let's give away a goodie bag. So let's have a look. Let's bring one in, because I've got two in here. So what we can do is we've got some stamps, we've got craft kit, we've then got some of my favourites just here. Then what we've got is the stick. Actually, that was what was on the game with myself and Hillary. We've got, if you like, your foil press, some more sentiments. There's so much more in there. So what we're going to do is, let's have a look. Let's go. So it's from Facebook. And we've got Christine Macron. Well done, Christine. Hey, you're going to be winning that goodie bag as a celebration of my 2-year anniversary. What I would like you to do is, if you can email right along the bottom, prizes@crafterscompanion.com, just with your name and your address, and just say, you're just the winner of Craig's goodie bag from Wake Up Call with Craig. We'll get that out to you ASAP. Rightio, if you want to win one more goodie bag that we've got coming up, watch later on launch day with myself and Ben. But what we've got is, coming up today on Crafters TV, we have got Craftfall. That's going to be 11 a.m. here in the UK, 6 a.m. Eastern Time, 3 a.m. Pacific Time. Or to see these projects again, but completely different demos, it's going to be right down at the bottom there. So we are 7 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern Time or 11 a.m. Pacific Time. But what we're going to be doing is, I'm going to be coming back shortly on launch day, and that's going to be 1 p.m. here in the UK. It's going to be 8 a.m. Eastern Time, 5 a.m. Pacific Time, which is there. And then what we've got is Colour Me Happy. So this is going to be 4 p.m. here in the UK, 11 a.m. Eastern Time and 8 a.m. Pacific Time, which is right there. And then what we will do, I will see you launch day. You guys here in the UK, I will see you over the weekend on Create and Craft. And then I will see all of you right back here, same time, same place, on Monday, 9 a.m. here in the UK, 4 a.m. Eastern Time, 1 a.m. Pacific Time, to kickstart the week with another wake-up call with Craig. Stay safe, stay well. Thank you, Erin. Thank you, Liam. And we will see you very, very soon. Bye.